All right, get that G harp. Let's make a little music. Come on. Hey, John Gindick here, and that was probably entirely too fast. Hang on a second. See that light right there? I'm going to get rid of that. That's no good. There. Much, much better. All right, in this lesson, what I'm going to attempt to do is get you started chugging or give you some good ideas so that your chugs sound good. Now, chugging was the very first thing that I was successful on in a blues harmonica vein, getting that kind of thing going. And the thing about chugging is that it requires really good fundamentals, really good breathing, really good tone, and and rhythm, really good rhythm, obviously. And so once you get chugging, you're kind of on your way in lots of other things, even if you're not using chords. Now you have a G harmonica here, and I'm playing second position. A lot of times when I show people some chugging patterns, they end up doing kind of a staccato thing like that. And so the very first thing we want to do is get a good chord and then in and out in a way that doesn't have any gaps or is very, very smooth. Now, a lot of people play their chords very tight-mouthed. You see this line up here? And really, have the harmonica up against your teeth, your mouth open. Really. And then just inhale in and out quickly without Now we're playing second position, so the emphasis is on that cross harp draw chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, draw. Now if you find yourself getting out of breath, then right from the get-go, your breathing pattern is wrong. Not your pattern, but your breathing fundamental is wrong. You can just put this in your mouth and go in and out and not run out of breath unless you're forcing the air and going really hard. When I exhale, I let a little bit of air pressure come out of my nose as well. And my mouth opens up to get that air out. Now hear this going back and forth motion. This is what I want you to do instead of we go. Now by going da 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 or ta 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 up on the roof of your mouth, as you do this in and out, sometimes it helps to take the harmonica away and just use your breath, because ultimately when we're playing harmonica, we're playing our breath, right? Playing our breath in our mouth, and this is just like, expressing what we're doing. So let's go back here. Oh, I have a point to make. It's really good sometimes to get your best possible harmonica tone, to put the harmonica in like this. And that rich tone, now get it out here. And keep the same rich tone, but just out here where it belongs, outside of your mouth instead of so far in. The other way to get really good tone is to clench the harmonica in your teeth. And that pulls the lips off. The tight mouth is the enemy of what we want. So let's go back. Now, if I was going, I'd be out of breath and my tone would be, so it's just talking level. All right, good. So now let's work with that chord a little bit, and just by tightening up your mouth a little bit, make it a little bit smaller, and go into a single note, you can kind of emphasize the low end of this chord, or the high end. Notice how I'm right down here on my lower lip, or my lip side, so that I don't play up there, but make sure I get hole number 1 in my chord. All right, so here we go. We'll do an in and out. If you want to, open up your mouth completely so no sound comes through that out, through the exhale. Because remember, we're playing second position. We want the emphasis on the draw chord, and we want the draw chord to be a little louder and a little longer than the exhale chord. Okay, now, actually getting good at that, just going in and out to a rhythm, well, that's a really good idea to do for a while. But the next step would be to introduce articulation patterns, say using your tongue, particularly, well, on any of the chords, to give like a do, do, do. So it's da 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 X da da da. Exhale means X means exhale. So draw 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 blow draw 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 blow draw 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 blow draw ends on the draw, but you don't do it like you go. Or on the inhale. Okay, pretty neat. Now let's do a pattern, a tonguing pattern, a little more sophisticated. Do 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 do. Just do it on the exhale. Don't even think. Just like saying do 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 do. Now go. Exhale. Now inhale. All right. Now exhale. Now inhale. If you can't get it in your head, sing it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That was all inhale. Now I'm going to put a blow in the middle. My tongue up in the front of my mouth. Kind of like going hee-hoo, hee-hoo. And you see, hit different parts of the chord, how my mouth is changing. Okay, now if you can get up to that 3-draw half-step bend, you know, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See how the alternating hand helps create an effect? Okay, now let's try the rhythm kiss. All right, so I'm showing you that once you get really good at doing things like toot 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 and do da ha do da ha do da ha do da ha, and getting these different rhythms going on a good chord, and then a chord that you can change. You can play the bottom of it, the top of it, or you can play single notes within it, or you can just break off once you got a good rhythm pattern going. You see, so you're creating this backing, putting your tongue on the harmonica when you do this. So now I'm tongue blocking. Before I was just making big chords. Now the tongue is flapping in, hitting single notes, and also two splits and different things. So get started doing this, make a good chord at holes 1, 2, 3, 4 draw. Actually at holes 1 and 2. So you're just going to play 2 holes. And then put your tongue on hole number 1. So number 2 plays out. Now when you take your tongue off, you'll play a chord, and when you put your tongue on, you'll play a single note. So if you go in and out to a rhythmic pattern, so again, I'm playing holes 1 and 2 at the same time, and then putting my tongue on hole number 1, and then every time I take it off, it plays a little chord. Then I'm getting kind of a shuffly beat going, and I go, here how it goes, a-da-da, a lot of that. So the basis of it is the chord. One of the great organizing principles of music for me is question and answer. Do do boo do 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 do, and setting things up in this kind of binary way. Ba 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 ba. It's everywhere in music, and to do that in the articulation pattern, to go then. So the rhythm part is just. Now you can also do this with songs, and so you can swing songs by putting them into a shuffle, and with a question and answer chord motif. Let's see if I can do that. Oh. Now that's kind of a hard one. I'm going to do it fast here just to show off. I can always erase it if it's that bad. Okay, that didn't demonstrate at all what I wanted it to demonstrate, but still pretty good, you know. Let's try Amazing Grace. Let's see. Starts on the one draw. Or just in a regular chugging pattern. I hope this is helpful. Chugging is really fun, something you can do on your own and that people really love. Chugging doesn't sound as good like when you're playing with a band and there's other instruments, there's whole chord. Although if you get down into single notes and people sort of back you up, it sounds really great. Oh, there's always exceptions to every rule. So learn to chug, have fun with it. Don't do the hard stuff first. Get good at the easy stuff. Then get better at the hard stuff. See you later. Come to Jam Camp.